So, childhood trauma. I'm going to go ahead and get into this because one of the things I like to talk about is getting help, seeking mental health, or making sure your mental health is well by seeking help. You know, getting you a psychologist, psychiatrist, somebody you can talk to work through your problems, because people don't realize that childhood trauma is real, and the way it manifests in your adulthood can cause problems with future relationships, future endeavors, things like that. Because there are plenty of stories I can go off of with people I know or people I've seen experience things, and people they've been with and what they do to them because they haven't taken the time to deal with their own traumas, shows that there is a necessity for this to be done. You know, a lot of people try to use the excuse that, oh, well, I just can't trust telling anybody this type of information. Well, that's the beauty of people in that profession, because the information remains confidential. It doesn't leak out into the world. It has to stay in-house, because the idea is to make you better, not to, mock you, make you feel bad. And we have to get past this. This is not the 40s, 50s, or 60s where the information wasn't in abundance like it is today, and the availability and the resources are way greater now than they were before. So you can't use the means of, oh, I can't find anybody. Oh no, yes you can. You have to start looking at yourself and actually recognize, is it that I enjoy playing the victim, or I just can't afford it? Them the only two options you got. Like, if you can't afford it, you got to start researching and finding out where things are. They might have even, government subsidiaries that might help you. I don't know. Or if your insurance, usually insurances carry something for you to be able to speak with a psychologist or a psychiatrist. These things are available. But most times, some people want to just play the victim. They don't want to be accountable for their actions. That's why they still blame things that happened to them in their childhood for why they act poorly today. And that's something that you can't allow yourself to do. You got to be held accountable for those things, because if you have children, then you're creating that generational trauma, which I spoke about in another video. These are things that you don't want to do. You want to be able to face these traumas head on, because what ends up happening is that when you don't deal with them, you start taking it out on people who had nothing to do with it. And truth be told, when you do that, you're actually a coward, because you shouldn't be beating up people who had nothing to do with the trauma that you dealt with in your childhood. If you want to go beat some people up, go beat up the people who did that. Now, am I saying that's the right thing? No, but go deal with those people directly. Don't beat up on the people who didn't have anything to do with that, because what that shows is the caliber of who you are versus the people that you're taking it out on. And this isn't to bash anybody, but we have to understand, with that childhood trauma, it has to be fixed. And we have seen what has happened when you don't do it. I mean, it's gone on for decades. People be like, oh, no, I don't need that. I'm not crazy. Well, nobody's saying you're crazy, but you're definitely damaged, and you want to get that fixed. You can't fix damage by adding more weight onto it, because the damaged properties are going to fold anyway. So then what do? You have a breakdown, you lose it, or you hit rock bottom. Why would you want to even what is that called? Participate in that type of path? Fix the damaged areas, get the foundation right, because then when you have weight or build on that, it's not going to fold. It's not going to break. It's not going to let you hit rock bottom, because you worked to fix it, unless you just like being a victim. And, when we live this life, the goal is to, be happy, to be better, not to be miserable. There's only a certain amount of time that you get on this planet. So the last thing that you want to do is spend it being miserable. That's purely insanity in itself. It's just, I'm going to spend my life being miserable. There's no way that you should function like that. So you definitely should go get the help. And I want to thank everybody for tuning in. Remember, like, share, comment, subscribe, click that notification bell, because the way that YouTube is acting right now, a lot of people aren't getting these notifications when I drop these videos. So show your boy love. Make sure that notification bell is hit, because you're missing out on good content. All right, everybody. Peace.